Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So if you watched our J. Cole KOD review, then you knew this was coming. This is that Royce the 5'9", Book of Ryan. You could say coming off of Layers, coming off of, but more recently, really coming off of Prime 2. It's been, like 7 weeks. Royce basically dropped 2 albums in 7 weeks. 20 tracks. But if you count in actual songs, what is it, like 4 skits?
He's got basically 2 in the first 3 songs. 4,
Yeah, the intro, yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's at least 5 that are separate tracks.
Yeah, so it's about 15 songs, 16 songs. Features from Eminem, Pusha T, Fabulous, Jadakiss, J. Cole. Real solid features. And I've always fucked with Royce, but I will admit I kind of like really tuned into Royce like when Slaughterhouse was popping, and when he did the Bad Meets Evil with Eminem. Ever since then, like I've been on Royce like a motherfucker. Like I actually need to go back and listen to like the Bar Exam mixtapes.
I was gonna say, the Bar Exam mixtapes are really started making people's ears perk up.
What'd he say, man? He had I thought of it the other day and now I forgot it again. So like some little phrase he would say.
My first time I remember listening to a Royce track was actually, I think it's called Boom. It was when we were in high school. I want to say it had to be earlier in high school, maybe 8th grade, maybe freshman.
Everybody first took notice of Royce nationally on the Slim Shady LP, and then he had like Rock City was like his first like huge single, and then
his couple of his early albums were really it was high school. I was gonna say, 'cause I remember sitting one class in particular. I remember listening to one of his CDs. I think it was a jewelry class. You were required to take an art class. I was in jewelry.
I didn't take jewelry. I don't remember what I took.
Royce has been in the game a while, but I think it was Bar Exam. Yeah, and obviously Lincoln when he did the whole Slaughterhouse thing.
Yeah,
because everybody in Slaughterhouse was on fire.
No lie.
When they first got together, that was some lyricists right there, and everybody was on that bandwagon. That was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I said, 20 tracks, man. So we're gonna try to keep it going. We'll brush over some. We'll get deep into a few, and hopefully y'all ride with us the whole time, man. So track 1 is the intro, and I listened to it like an hour ago, and now I'm blanking. He's like opening a book or something, right?
Yeah. And you can hear him like he doesn't say it's a book or anything like that, but you can hear him turning pages.
Yeah. Yeah.
He basically is just saying, I'm getting all this negative energy and bullshit and everything out of my life, and I'm washing my hands up.
Yeah, he's talking about he's talking about y'all can be in y'all prime, but I can always improve.
Yeah, and then it was I don't have no nagging ass bitches around me, and I don't have no begging ass dudes around me. And then how did he end it? Basically,
everybody can feel that.
I'm just thankful to God that I woke up.
Yeah,
I think he said it 3 times.
I relate to that every day.
But then that goes right into the
any day could be your last.
Song.
Yeah, Woke is my favorite instrumental. I love the way that beat comes in.
Woke is one of the reasons I hit you up in that group chat the night this came out, and I was like, "Yo, this Royce is crazy."
Hotep.
The beat, yeah, like you said, the beat is nasty on this. Do you have any information on it right now? Can you call off who produced these beats, or you got nothing like that? Damn.
Yeah, this is completely
from the hip. That's how we shoot.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Woke was a real dope track. It's actually, I'd probably put it in my top 3 favorite
Key Wayne
songs on the CD. He let you know early that he's got a rhyme scheme and style that it's hard to be matched.
Yeah, he does.
He switches up his. There's a lot of songs in this album where you'll pay attention to his rhyme scheme and you'll stop and think about it. Like you'll recite the lyrics back to yourself and you're like, how was he sitting there writing this and put this together? Like he's got a real crazy rhyme scheme.
Yeah, the whole album. There's a track that we'll get to later on where it's like he's not even really rhyming, but the way he's telling the story, like it doesn't even matter. It just flows. And it's about the look on your face. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
But track 3 is my parallel skit. So what is my parallel to that? Is what he says. Yeah. You want to touch on that? Or you want to just go into track 4?
I was gonna say I actually felt like if you listen to this skit right here, it feels more of an like an intro to me than the actual intro did.
Yeah.
So I feel like in this my parallel skit, he's telling you basically what he's going to talk about. So I thought that was real dope. He kind of laid out everything. To me, that's kind of what I took away from it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Then we go right into track number 4, which is probably the song that's gotten the most hits.
Caterpillar. Yes. And I got the physical as you've seen. I pulled the book off the wall. I got the physical copy, which my physical copy did not come with the remix to Caterpillar featuring Logic, but I have heard it. I heard it like a week ago. But as for this, man, it's featuring Eminem and King Green is on the chorus. Royce comes in with like first two verses just killing, but obviously everybody's gonna talk about Eminem. And like you were saying, this is almost a return to form to Eminem. And there's one thing he said where I was just like, I don't like that. And fuck, it's like
I think you brought that up in the group chat. I think it was the Anderson Silva line.
No, that's actually dope. The way he worded that.
Yeah.
The way he worded that Anderson Silva was crazy. But nah, he just has like, the set it off line. I don't like the set it off line. That's along the lines of some of his weak revival bars.
But I took it more as a nod. You know what I'm saying, like a hip hop nod.
Yeah.
They're two. Well, Latifah, you know what I mean, did her thing in hip hop for a while, and she's an actress, started doing movies. I think it was kind of a nod to a fellow artist. That's just, when I first heard it, I was like, all right, cool little shout out.
Yeah, I see that. But he said something about setting off water sprinklers like Jada and Queen Latifah. And I was just like, I don't set it off, water sprinklers. Say the actors' names. It's lazy. It's like saying
as much shine as Eminem is getting for this song. Let's be honest, man. Roy was nasty on it.
Yeah. Royce was very dope on this track. Like that's what I love about Royce. He knows he's nice enough to put other caliber artists on his albums that other rappers just don't do today. Like rappers in today's climate are just scared to get out rapped on their own shit, and Royce isn't.
Because of Eminem, honestly. It's because of Eminem, nobody wants to be on other people's stuff anymore. When he was on
Renegade
with Jay,
yeah,
that started the whole you got killed on your own.
Because Nas called Jay out, and the white boy killed you on your own shit. But like the second half of M's, or like the last 6 to 8 bars of M's verse are crazy, just crazy. These bars all got my stools in them. I ain't got to use Metamucil to loosen them. Yeah. And then
but like right after that, the song cuts off, which is one thing I kind of want to talk about when we talk about the album as a whole. You'll notice certain songs kind of like come to a screeching halt.
Just abruptly end.
Some of them just kind of cut off, and I thought it was just kind of random. My first couple spins listening to it, but as I listen to it more and more, continually, like if I can sit down and listen to 9 tracks of this in one sitting, like a good chunk of the album, and then I finish it later. I've been around this album like 8 times, and the more and more you listen to it, you start to realize what some of the way these songs are ended and some of the sound effects that he uses. It kind of brings it all together, in a bigger picture, which is really dope to me. I'll bring that up a little bit later as well. Okay,
track 5 is called Godspeed. This is dope. This isn't one of the highlights for me, but it's a dope track.
I think it is a highlight for me because I think Royce just gets on here and he kind of flexes.
Yeah.
Like his lyrical ability, and he has content on it at the same time, so it's got depth to the track. So yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks on here for sure. Yeah. Like Royce mastered just flexing his lyricism with bars, just popping off arrogant bars and getting so deep that is also lacking in today's hip hop climate. Yeah, and ironically speaking about flex, When I first heard this, I was kind of disappointed because that Funk Flex freestyle he did or whatever. A lot of people were talking about, he's using, he's not freestyling, he's just using verses from his album.
Yeah, the prime bars.
And I gotta admit, like, I was a little disappointed. I was like, man, I already heard this, but like I said, I've been through this album about 8 or 9 times now, and I don't even think about that Funk Flex freestyle anymore. Like when I hear these songs, like I think of these songs now. When I hear these verses, I think of these songs.
Did he use some from this album in the Funk Flex?
Yeah. Yep.
That didn't even occur to me. I thought they was all like everything he recycled was from the Prime album.
No, he's got a couple on here, but like I said, like now that I've listened to his album so many times, like it doesn't even.
Yeah. So we're moving on to
we got
Dumb,
right?
When
Boogie.
I thought my speakers was fucked up. Like when that beat kicks in, and it kind of like statics out or whatever. I thought my shit was fucked up, and then
when I first hold on, man. When I first heard this beat, what it made me think of some old school. I don't say old school, but West Coast.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre type stuff.
It's
when I heard
so
this beat,
dumb.
And he gets deep on this too, man.
Yeah.
He gets deep on this one.
And then I didn't know because once in a while he'll throw Kid Vicious on the track with him, and I thought that it was Vicious on this, and then until I like really looked at the track list, like okay, so that's a dude named Boogie. And then what's up?
One thing I want to touch on real quick on Godspeed, I think it's the first track where we hear Ryan's father's voice. If you listen to it, I think this is intentional why he did this, but if you listen to it at the very beginning of that track, you can kind of hear Ryan in the background, his dad's voice.
Yeah.
It's the first time his dad comes in on the album. I noticed that today for the first time, so I was like, I wonder if he's going to bring that back around and touch on that. So we'll see as we go.
Yeah.
But my bad. Anyway, we're on Dumb.
Yeah. Dumb is dope. Like I said, the beat is dope. I thought my audio in my car was fucked up. And then actually, this is one of my favorite skits. Like, 2 of the skits really stand out, and one of them is this one, track 7, man. Who are you? And he's talking about his son is doing like a high school paper, and he just asked him like it's where the Book of Ryan comes in. He said that's what he was gonna name the essay, and he just asked him like I don't know anything about you, man. So, like, who are you?
And this skit right here is what made me in the group chat saying that Royce is getting deep on this album. When I got to this right here, that was the first thing I sent to the group chat. I was like, Royce is getting deep on here. This skit, because I remember the first time I heard it, and right off the bat, he's like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I think that kind of, everybody's like, we've all had that thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a child, especially now as an adult, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I think it was real dope because he's like, he said the whole thing about blink. You can ask me any question as long as you don't blink. At the very end, he's like, and I fucking blinked.
Yeah.
He's like, I look up, and my son is looking at me right in my face, or I'm looking right at him in his face or something like that. I thought, and it's kind of like a blink of an eye. He went from being a child, being with his father, so he just blinks, and now he's a father. And his child right there. So I thought that was really dope.
Yeah, he was like really starting to like get into the meat of what he wanted to ask his dad, and then he couldn't keep his eyes open anymore. But then where are we at? Track 8. Track 8 is called Cocaine. I don't do cocaine. I don't encourage anybody to do cocaine, but music about cocaine is very dope.
We are drug free over here.
Hell yeah, man. I took dare class.
For all ages.
I don't know about that because I'm vulgar. But I had the dare t-shirt in 5th grade.
Most ages.
Hell yeah. But this is one of the track where he's like rapping and like I don't think any of this is embellished, man. He's like rapping off memories. Like his pops wanted him to go to the car, and he grabbed something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he said he found a little bag of coke, and his dad was he like blamed it on a coworker. That's homie that I work with, man, and don't tell your mom about that shit. And just growing up in that environment, being around drugs and all that shit, like really impacted him.
And as far as like I've seen just on Twitter, like social media and stuff, like this is one of the highest praised songs off the album, and with good reasoning too. But one thing I really like, I'll be quick. One thing I kind of like about this song, I don't say I kind of like, I really liked it. it's how I felt like each part of the song was a different perspective. Like the first part of the song, it's him as a child. Then he kind of touches on like the next part. He's no longer a child, so he's spinning almost from like a different point of view. Then he kind of brings it back around to himself being an adult, talking to his son again. So I felt like each part of that song had a different phase. It was really dope.
Yeah. Okay. So then, Life is Fair is track 9, and then like this is dope. Like the content is starting to blank me, but I know I like this track.
I never said that life.
Yeah. Is this the one where like he was a kid and like his aunt or somebody's babysitting and like she's on the phone and then as soon as she hang up, I can't stand that bitch. And then talking about some other lady who was like trying to show Pops the naked pictures.
Yeah, he's talking about how a lot of memories from his childhood, some of his best times were where his mom and dad went out, left him with somebody else, and he's talking about he reminisces about being with one of his aunts that smokes weed all the time. And the way he just this is one of the first probably first track. Well, I guess not going forward, where we kind of delved into story mode.
Yeah,
where, like, the song was actually telling the story.
Man, most of these tracks, man, a lot of these tracks just come off and like even like the sound effects make them just feel like memories.
Yeah, and he talked about it in the intro of the album too, like what this album was going to be about. And he's telling a lot of stories about his childhood.
Yeah, you call an album.
Side of Royce that a lot of people aren't too familiar with either, because Royce is mostly known for his bars.
Yeah,
and one of the people's complaints have always been like, yeah, he's got bars, but he lacked content. And I think this is people were really like, okay, he
shutting
has
everybody
bars,
up.
Content.
Man, you call an album.
Some of these stories up here are incredible, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. But like you call an album Book of Ryan, man, you have to get deep. And then next one, track 10 is Pablo Boat featuring J. Cole, and man, this beat is smooth as shit. And it was like a month in advance, man. Maybe even before KOD come out, and we got the homies Merritt sent J. Cole's verse in the group chat. Like I don't even want to read it. It's
man,
like movie spoilers.
I was almost on the same flow. I haven't even heard the song yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's J. Cole's verse. That was pretty funny. I do remember that.
I was like, man,
I hadn't heard the song or anything. I'm sitting there reading this. I'm like, what is this? So I was listening to it.
I'm about to just wait till the album come out.
Yeah, this is a really dope song. The Pablo Boat.
Yeah.
Royce is talking about some of his. There's like an amusement park. You kind of take like a boat ride to get to. It's like a little island, a little amusement park.
Yeah, it's like they went on a family trip.
Yeah, and J. Cole kind of says the same thing. He's like, we didn't have no Pablo Boat, but this is what I had going on.
Yeah.
As a teenager in my life, in my area.
Some of my better days.
I can recall those times like a Bible quote or something.
Yeah.
J. Cole came real nice on it.
Yeah. He come in a little vocal harmonizing and shit, but then he starts spitting, and fuck, man, like, ain't nobody else in hip hop today about to have Eminem and J. Cole on the same album. That shit alone is an achievement, man.
You're probably right about that. I don't think we'll see that again this year. I don't think we will.
Ain't no way. Yeah, this is a dope track. I still haven't seen the video. Say what?
Who's kind of big that's got an album coming out though? Nas had something coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. Pusha T supposedly coming out in the next couple weeks. I don't think Cole would be on it, but you know how artists kind of like Pusha T's on an upcoming track. Maybe he throws Royce on a track. But Kanye probably in Pusha T's ear like, nah, Royce isn't commercial enough. You need radio.
Be cool, man. We're gonna try and keep this review Kanye free.
Too late. Next track, Legendary. Hey, this track, man. The beat to this track feel like some like 1980s action movie shit.
Hey, this is another one of those songs we kind of touched on where his rhyme scheme, it's insane on this, man.
Yeah, that's that shit that make you legendary.
This is another one of those songs I think he just kind of flexes his lyrical.
Yeah.
So to say.
You are now fucking with Mr. Porter.
This shit's make you legendary. Turn it down, you a bad.
Yeah, that's that shit that make you legendary. What he say? You ain't got it.
What he say? I ain't trying to fuck every girl that wanna fuck
Yeah,
me.
that shit just ain't necessary. Well, yeah. This is another one where he just, I'm Royce. I'm gonna do what I'm known for on this. Deal with it. And then we're gonna Summer on Lock, track 12, featuring Pusha T. Like I said, Jadakiss, Fabulous, and Agent Saskoy or Cisco. I don't even know who that is.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
But the way that this was produced, like I'm kind of glad Pusha T didn't have a verse, cause just vocally he was just perfect for the chorus.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. The chorus is real nice.
I got the summer on lock, and the winter too. And then he kind of got that.
Let me touch on this track. Go ahead.
He got that little Virginia twang, but he kind of got that little New York dialect too. So it just, I don't know. Like, I've always been a fan of Pusha
T. Yeah.
And what was you gonna say?
On this track, when my man Jadakiss came in.
Yeah.
Jadakiss was one of the few rappers, man. When I know Jadakiss is coming, like I'm kind of like waiting.
Prepared.
For Jadakiss to come in. And then like after his first bar, no matter what it is, man, I'm just like, yes, here we go. I don't know. Jadakiss is just one of those few rappers that.
Well, he's my season.
B is another one too. I remember listening to Bun B all the time, anticipating Bun B to come in, and you always knew like one or two bars is he's just.
Well, yeah, Bun is underrated, man.
It's all about flow.
Kids today don't know about Bun, but man, like in my opinion, man, Fabulous had the standout verse on this. Fabulous. What'd he say? Life's a bitch. Life's a bitch. I'm trying to keep you slime balls from her. So I'm gonna put 9 on your back. What'd he say? I'm gonna put the 9 on your back. I don't remember word for word. Then he said something about Rondo, and then I don't know, man. Fab was killing it, man. It was good to hear Fab. Like,
yeah, he had a lot of quotables in it. Somewhere on lock though, man. I hope so. I hope we get some really good stuff this summer, man.
Yeah, man. That's the jam.
This is a really dope song. I imagine this is gonna be a lot of people's favorite takeaways from this.
Yeah. If radio was to pull something to spin all summer from this, it's in the title, man. You gotta play this shit all summer.
Yeah, so after that we got track 13, and that's amazing. Featuring Melanie Rutherford.
Yeah, that's the joint. Ryan. Yeah, she kills this chorus too. I told y'all he was gonna make it. Y'all see that car?
Yeah, this is a super dope track. I feel like this is probably one of the most underrated songs on the album.
Is this a joint where he goes in the store and the dude don't remember that he took a basketball? Everywhere I go, you just bounce that ball. Yeah, man, that's the shit, man.
This is a silly song, man.
I don't want to be here all day. Y'all can play the game one time.
I feel like this is one of the most, I don't want to say slept on because, it's only, 2 weeks old, so it's hard to say people are sleeping.
Yeah.
Let me listen to it a few times. So I don't want to say slept on, but actually, man, even myself, like every time I get to this point on the album, this track right here, I'm like, man, I forgot this song was on here. And it just fits perfect with the whole album.
Yeah, this is another memory track, man. This is a jam. Where we at? What's up?
14, Outside.
Outside. Which one is this? I'll tell y'all, like, I could play it, and I'll be rocking with it. Like, okay, yeah, this is my shit. And the camera comes on, I just blank out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It starts off with his son.
He's talking about what he's scared of and all of that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's just scared to go outside. Yeah.
This is.
Of course, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he gets emotional, kind of on this one.
Is this the one where he almost kind of screaming, or is that later on?
That's a little. Well, there's a few times where he kind of, you hear his mood change.
Yeah.
From the lyrics.
Take care of. Oh man.
That's a little later.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, this track is real dope, man. I like this track. And then where we at? Power? Is Power the one where Greggy come home drunk? This track is deep.
This track is heavy, man.
Yeah, this track is very heavy.
Honestly, man, I feel like feel like this is one of those songs that most people who will hear this album will think and relate to the most in terms of thinking of their own childhood.
Yeah.
I think at some point, listening to this song, I think almost everybody who hears this song will be able to take away something from it, remember their childhood, and it'll probably tug on some emotions.
Getting the man feels.
Yeah, not just family feels too. But
yeah.
There's a lot of
everybody got family drama.
There's a lot of family feels in it too.
Said, Dad, I don't think you're getting up.
This is an amazing track, man. Yeah. Here comes Fish like that.
I don't think you're getting up. Yeah.
Nah, with rhyme scheme on this one, Royce. Like, man, you have to chill, man. Like, you can't tell stories like this with a rhyme scheme that's just gonna blow us away. Like, man.
I think this is the one where I was just like, he's telling a story, but it doesn't even sound like it rhymes. But like, it doesn't matter. He rhymes. He said when my dad is standing in the hallway in his drawers. Yeah, every time my dad wake up standing in his drawers, it's like he got the strength of Superman.
He got the strength of Superman. Oh man, we've all had that childhood memory of some grown ass man in his tighty whities, mad as hell because you woke him up.
Hell yeah! And the next thing he did is something with my dad that you just don't do. He looked at him like, "What the fuck is you gonna do?" Greg, man. I feel like we all know Greg. By the end of this album, man, we just all know Greg.
Yeah, Craigie. Yeah, I think, yeah. We know the whole family. We know the whole Montgomery family, man.
Yeah. I know you used to live vicariously through us.
Yeah, I swear he's telling stories that you're just going to relate to.
Yeah, but what I'm really trying to say is fuck you and happy holidays from the Montgomery family.
Yeah, really, really dope song.
And then the next track, 16, is my other favorite skit. Is just protecting Ryan. Like, it's just so visual, just by words, man. You can picture everything he's saying.
The music, he's doing the subtle little sound effects in the background. Yeah, this is.
Next thing I know, Greg came out the sky. I think he had a cape on.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. He said, "You might have been wearing a cape."
Everybody listens to this. Like, I have my headphones on the first time I listen to this, and I'm just sitting there listening to this. Because I could just picture everything he's saying. I just start laughing, man. Dun, 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 dun.
Hell yeah. See, you ain't have to kill him, Greg.
Nah, he's like, that's when Fish threw the ball and hit him in his face. Hearts.
Boom.
He said if he was going to say something, he changed his mind. I don't want no problem.
Hell yeah.
This skit was stupid.
Yeah, I was protecting Ryan.
Fit the album perfect.
Perfect, man. Toward the end of it, I don't know if he got like resentment with his brother, or maybe he always thought that his brother thought that he owed him something. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's skeletons in the closet on that one, man. So then 17, Strong Friend.
Strong Friend, yeah. This
one
song,
of the deepest tracks.
This song actually has been a topic.
Yeah, man.
I've seen people on social media like reaching out, to old homeboys saying like, "What's up, man? How are you doing?"
Yeah, like no matter how tough dudes
like,
are on the outside, man, everybody got to talk. Everybody got to vent. You got your issues. Everybody got their own baggage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like this is a song that everybody can relate to too.
Yeah.
We all have that one friend who doesn't really talk about their personal problems very often. But every time that you have a personal problem, like you can go talk to him, you can go lean on him, and after a while, you realize that man, he's doing really good right now. Now I think about it, he's been doing really good for a while. Then you start thinking, nah, man, like he has to have some problems going on.
Yeah.
And he's saying like before it's too late, check up on this strong friend, that one friend you should think about.
Hell yeah.
Having everything in order. Yeah, good song, real good song.
Real dope track. Anything.
Emotional.
No doubt. Track 18, Anything, Everything. And then, yeah.
Like, this is one of those when he starts singing on it. What's up, Royce? What's up with that R&B album, man?
Yeah, man. Royce out here getting vocal on some. I ain't gonna say that.
We all know Royce's name has been tied some people for ghostwriting. He's about to ghostwrite an entire R&B album for somebody. I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know how many years ago. I heard he wrote for Puffy though.
Yeah, he's been tied. Yeah, he supposedly wrote ghostwriter for Dr. Dre too.
I wouldn't doubt that.
He's been attached to a few people. Yeah.
I heard him come out recently and say that he don't do that. I don't know if it was no more or if he said that he ain't never ghost wrote a verse. But
yeah, I don't know.
Get your money. And we just talking about culturally, black people, white people, anything, everything, kind of goes without saying as far as anything else on that.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. He kind of it's a play on words too. Like he's kind of telling a story from two different sides, from two point of views, I guess you could say.
So
yeah,
then,
it's pretty dope.
Where we at? Track 19 is Stay Woke, and this is the track where I told you I was like, man, there's a simple ass line, but when it like hit me, it just blew me away. And it was where he was like a double entendre. He said, "What he said? I'll turn you into dust. You will be missed," or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to hit play on this real quick because there's well, I don't have to play it, but I think it started this track. You hear the pages of the book turning.
Yeah.
You heard him a couple. Kind of heard it in the background of some songs about the halfway point, I want to say. But this one, like, it's prominent. You know what I mean? Like you can actually, no doubt, tell it's pages of the book turning.
I don't know if I caught it.
Which is, then you actually hear one. I think this is it's either the beginning or the end, but you hear like a page rip out. You're like, oh, what damn? He just ripped out a page. The book rhyme. But
maybe there was another track.
The first part of that verse was, now you see what the Lord doing, ripping pages out of the book. I had to make my story fluid or something like that. I thought that was kind of dope.
Yeah.
You rip out the pages. And then that was his very first bar. Kind of a thing he does throughout this album, man. He kind of brings everything back.
We're playing on the theme, on the book theme. I ain't catch that. Yeah, this is a dope track too. Like, I thought it was weird. Like, sometimes rappers will have similar titled tracks. So I was like, okay, there's a woke and a stay woke. Maybe they're related, but I don't know if there's really any relation to them. But they both dope.
Sure. Woke was smacked everybody in the face.
Yeah.
The album started.
And then,
stay woke was a nice way to wrap it all up.
Right. Last track, we got track 20, first of the month, featuring T-Pain and Chavis Chandler. Pronunciation ain't my bag. But yeah, this is a dope outro. Kind of ends on a lighter note. T-Pain really ain't in the spotlight that much anymore, man. So it was dope to see him like come back on a feature. I really ain't fuck with T-Pain since that was it Good Life, like 11 years ago.
Thing we can definitely say, man. No other album this year will have a feature from Eminem, Cole, and T-Pain. That's not happening. That's not. Nope. Nah, this is a nice little nod to the old Dogs, man. Song back in the day, which was kind of dope.
Yeah.
T-Pain on the track. T-Pain got a little verse on there, you could say.
Yeah.
Verse. Money can't buy happiness. I'll go cry in my Ferrari.
Right.
Pretty good verse, man.
Yeah, like no skippers, no weak tracks. If you're gonna find a flaw in this album, I feel like it's gonna be on a feature, but which one? Because I think
if you have honestly this entire album, the way it tells the whole story, and it's almost at the end. I feel like at the end, the beginning and the end, kind of attach themselves to each other, and it kind of forms this continuous loop.
Yeah,
you can just keep playing. I think if you have a negative with this album, I think it's probably going to be something.
Because you a hater.
No, not to be a hater, but I think it's just going to be something minute. It's going to like if I were to take away something from this that I didn't like, I would probably say like, oh man, a lot of skits. But I really can't say that because all the skits on here fit.
Yeah,
that
perfect. Yeah, That and the dopest albums we grew up on was full of skits.
And skits are, I don't want to say necessary, but if you have skits that tie in to your story and your whole overall concept of your album, yes, there's no problem with having multiple skits.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. If you have a negative takeaway from this album, it's probably something you're going to be nitpicking.
Exactly. Yeah, like a beat or a feature or something petty. But like I was saying before we hit record, this is my second favorite album all year behind that KOD. So with all that being said, in my opinion, Book of Ryan is dope as fuck. 5 out of 5. I'm sure you in the same ballpark as far as rating.
Yeah. I remember after the first time I completed the album, I was like, man, this is. I think I probably said this in the group chat. I was like, man, this is a 4.5/4.75. I think I super specific nerd stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's what I said. I told you, I think like a week after that, I was like, I might have to bump this Royce up to a 5.
Yeah,
I think he's
multiple
listens on classic level.
Yeah.
Like I said, I probably, no joke, bumped this album 9-10 times since it's come out.
Like, the Prime albums are dope.
Man, it's 5, man. It's a 5. It's classic. We're gonna be talking about this for a while.
His Layers album was dope.
It's one of those albums where it'll be 5 years later and you'll hear a track and it'll remind you of where you were at that point in your life when you first heard it.
Yeah.
That's how good this album is.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Prime albums are dope. The Slaughterhouse albums are dope. Bad Meets Evil is dope. The Layers album is dope. His most recent solo album. But, man, this supersedes all of them, in my opinion, man. Have you...
Yeah, this is probably some of his dopest material.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys heard Book of Ryan? What did you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between, man. Let us know. Drop a comment. As far as my next review, Jake is always welcome to jump in if he wants. I don't know if he wants to. Pusha T is supposed to come out in the next week or two. Nas is supposed to come out in the next month or two. With Kanye involvement, I have a feeling they're getting pushed back. We'll stay tuned for all of that, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find either one of us where you find us, whatever social media, watch the credits, and you see where that is, man. Peace.